For this week's mini-election trip, I'm off to Canvey Island in Essex to speak to Tim Aker at Ukip's general election launch. He is one of the party's rising stars until recently writing their manifesto, but he's now focusing on becoming the MP in the winnable seat of Thurrock.
If there's one message that you would sum up UKIP's campaign, what is it?
Believe in Britain. Vote UKIP and get UKIP. We've seen here all over the South Essex coast that when people vote UKIP, they get UKIP. The fantastic results we got here in the county council elections, followed up by the European elections and district council elections. We're on a roll in South Essex. We're a positive party. We want to have a proper immigration system, Australian point system, so we get the best and the brightest from the world, but we do not have an open door to 500 million people in the European Union.
So tell me about your seat in Thurrock, where you're running, and I'm sure you're not going to agree to this, but it is one of the top target seats, one of the most likely seats that you are going to win. What do you make of your two opposition candidates, Polly Billington and Jackie Doyle-Price?
Well, our campaign is just about what UKIP is doing for the residents. We've got a good strong team of councillors, of which I'm one of them, having won a by-election in December, and we talk about what actually focuses on the local communities. There's lots of problems with social housing and the council not putting in the necessary repairs. We're going at really micro level with bus services to show that we can deliver for residents and to win their trust and support for May.
How do you think your campaign is better than the Labour Tories campaign in Thurrock?
We don't stop. We keep talking about the issues, and we actually are there 24/7 to take calls from residents, to make sure that repairs are done, that people have a representative to go to. I mean, I'm getting calls from people outside my ward where they've got issues they need addressing, that their councillors, red or blue, simply aren't putting the work in.
And finally, you were writing UKIP's manifesto, you were head of policy, I believe, and you're no longer doing that role. Did you quit or were you sacked?
No, I decided that we had a good, strong policy platform that we launched at conference. We had 90 policies on the website.
There wasn't much policy here today, though.
There was. We talked about
Broad
whole
themes.
loads of policy. We talked about ending hospital car parking charges. Now, that might not be a big issue for Westminster politicians and Westminster journalists, but Orsett Hospital car parking charges have gone up from £2 to £3. Now, that matters a lot to people. A lot of people here are still hurting. They're not seeing the bright shoots of economic recovery that the Conservatives are talking about, and that matters a lot. So we did cover a lot of ground. We have got a broad policy platform, which Suzanne Evans will turn into a fantastic manifesto.
And are you still involved in policy at all, or are you just letting them get on with it?
Well, I'm there to help as and when, but my focus now is on delivering for my community in Thurrock.
And if you become an MP, will you step down as a councillor and MEP?
You can't. It's illegal to be an MEP and a MP. But I think with regards to the council, I can actually get things done as a councillor. You know, MPs, when they, because some MPs just slag off the council left, right and centre, but actually working with the council and being a councillor, you can get things done. So
you might look at doing both at the same time.
Philip Holloway makes a good crack of it, doesn't he?
That's it for this week's stop on the mini-election tour. Join me next week to see how the election is being fought in a different part of the country. Find out more at minielection.co.uk.